Good morning, good morning. Just got up. Beautiful morning, beautiful day for Sunday Clan Capital. I don't usually wear this polo very often, but like, I'm on my last day before doing laundry. So like, I'm using clothes I've never worn before. I've been burning through laundry quickly these days. I usually wear like a work polo, and then I get home, I change into something else. So I've been burning through like 2 shirts a day. Alright, Sen 14, but maybe we'll start with Balloon Skies. Balloon Skies, we have a few defaults to do, so we'll grab some of them. And then we'll head over to the String Clans. Let's get this set up. I know the feeling. What feeling? The feeling of morning raiding. Sunday's always a busy day these days for Clan Capital. I always procrastinate till the very end. I remember I used to be the kind of person that would grind all on Friday. So like I would wake up, I swear to God, like 3 a.m. in the morning when the raid weekend started, and I would play till the night solo Balloon Skies. I was a lunatic back in the day. That was during college. Those were the days. And like if I had Friday classes, screw that. We don't do those. Alright, let's do a quick golden quarry. Ease our way into the peaks. Think this is the army? Raid weekend starts at 5 p.m. Friday for me, it's goated. So you're like 14 hours ahead of me? That's nice. It depends on whether it's daylight savings time for me or not. So like it usually starts at either 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. for me. I always get up at like 8 a.m. or so basically I wake up to Balloon Skies and all the members have already griefed me for that week. And it's already playing damage control for me. This week was particularly vicious with Mr. Spike. 3 a.m. for me too. So you're East Coast US? Yeah, so I usually have to start late and then I have to end a little bit early because I have to sleep early on Sundays. Otherwise I ain't waking up. Unlucky with some of those rock artillery shells hitting my Sparky. Need to be a little bit more careful about managing my Sparky HP. We've siphoned Spike's life force into P13. Whatever Spike's been doing lately, I don't know, man. Brother is on a generational run, the likes of which only Blackwing has seen before. You know how whenever LeBron James hits records and everyone's starting the GOAT conversation again, and then they have to compare to Michael Jordan? No, Jordan was better. You know that? That's basically Blackwing and Spike. No one can really reach the heights that Blackwing did when it came to griefing. But sooner or later, Spike, man, he's starting to inch into the conversation of the biggest griefer in Clan Capital history. He's starting to get comparisons to LeBron. But of course, Blackwing has all the brand deal, the sponsorships, the cultural influence of 10x miners into every single default trap on Skeleton Park, but man, Spike, he's coming for the throne. He is coming for that throne. Alright, I'm gonna leave Goblin Mines. There's apparently some new optimizations I don't know about, so if someone logs on, they can grab it. But let's go over to, I think Sen 18, was it? Or Sen 14? Hey Spike, good morning. There's some defaults at Balloon Skies. I am Groot. I guess we can finish this off. I think this is the clan. Yeah. Just logged on and he's already on you. Listen, Spike. You achieved the first 5 out of 5 in Balloon Skies in a very, very long time. The world is yours right now. Also, this is... Huh. What's the chance we can get a good eye dragon? Let's just hope, I guess. Because otherwise I don't know what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna try to Sparky this. It's not the easiest finish. So let's just try our best though. Our claymate sold hard. I don't know what he did. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at what he did either. I'm gonna just chill out here. Hopefully the Eye Dragon can win straight up, or we just need to drop a Zap, one or the other. I think Eye Dragon wins, or at least grabs the beat before going down. Ooh, that was close. Man, Eye Dragon versus Frosted Peak interaction is actually so nice. If that didn't exist, a lot of peaks would not be doable. So right now we're gonna hold the Rage. Let's just chip down this Giant Cannon. I don't think it's gonna survive anyways. Barb here. Ooh, the Rage Ram kills the Inferno, okay. Alright, looks good. We just needed the peak interaction to go well for us, and we're able to bring this back. He's supposed to be the cleaner, but he took it upon himself. This might have been possible as a 2-shot, but this kind of base would have been hard, so 3 shots is a pretty good result here. And definitely after that second attack, whatever that was. Bro got like nothing inside the base. It's a good morning though. Beautiful sunrise. Just kidding. That is a rainy day. But we have raid weekend on Sunday. We have Spike in the stream to shit on. What else could you ask for, really? Alright, this is full chopped. 24. Mighty PFK. Taiwanese clan. Whoa, they have... Wait, whoa. Did I just see that right? They have 5 million gold looted? How do you get 5 million? Is that normal? Or am I crazy? I think I only have like 3 mil on my mains. Although I play on a lot of different accounts, that might be why. I think this is an internet base that I don't know how to do. Chat, is there a plan for this base that I don't know about? I don't care if there's a plan, I'm still gonna YOLO this, but just curious. Yeah, you're gonna have to frost the peak. There's not a good way to take it out. Wait. Is it 8 archers versus that peak? Nah, no way. Has to be it has to be Sparky, it can't be Golem. Okay, it's gonna be a Rage, Sparky, we're gonna Archer one of the Crushers, and you're gonna see the vision, guys. You're either gonna see the vision or it's gonna look disgusting. One of the two is going to happen. Hopefully the first one, though. To start over a year ago, CC came out, and I have over 4 million. I don't know why my accounts are so low then, huh? Guess I haven't been playing the same ones throughout. Okay, so we have to frost the peak, because... yeah, there's nothing else we can do about this. It'll be hitting my Sparky since the very start. And then we're gonna do... Rage like this. Archers to get this Crusher. Okay, there's a zap. We'll wait for the rocket artillery to shoot. Alright, so far it's going okay. Ah, crap. Please. Oh my god, the Eye Dragon. Okay, that was so clean. I don't know if this works, though. Oh no, that barb was bad. Okay, we could have done this much cleaner, but honestly, all things considered, that was a pretty clean hit. That was clean. That was clean. So what I did there was, so I did some basic Sparky calculations. If I get rid of this Crusher, I saw that Sparky takes out these with the Rage. I can break into the Giant Cannon, take out the Wizard Tower, take out this cannon like this, and then go to the Rocket Artillery, chain these two, and then once you reach the Mortar actually splashes Inferno. So that's what I saw, which is why I archered the Crusher to set up the chains. That was good, that was good. I don't know if that's good enough though. Still gonna be a hard finish. Still not an easy finish though. There's gonna be a Tesla on the other side of the peak. Hello, Mr. Frog Z. Alright, we can barb on the outside, Rage into the peak, try to get Sparky onto the bomb tower. That's a hard angle though. But I think we need to get it in order to have a chance. And then we can do like, I don't know, 2 or 3 wizards. Probably 2 wizards is probably fine. We're gonna do double rage. We got the dragon, which was really good. Although that was super close. Barb on the outside, giant towards the Tesla. We'll need a barb chip down the blast bow, because Sparky only does 4,600 damage in the rage. And then we want to pull the Tesla out on the other side of the peak, because this is a symmetrical base. So this is still going to be tough, but we gave ourselves the best chance. Hello, Yangra. Hello, twice. Okay, so we got to do rage like this. Giant here, barb here, Sparky onto the bomb tower, perfect. Barb on the outside to get cleanup going. Okay, Sparky doesn't get hit by the Tesla, great. And how are we gonna pull this other Tesla out? I think a ram here works. Ooh, and we pull some zaps, nice. And the Wizards chain the Giants. Alright, we're looking as good as we could have asked for so far. I don't know if we maybe need another barb out here. Wizards can tank for any traps. We have to rage this. I say as we don't rage. Oh, that meant blast we got one more shot. That's not good. Please, giant. Okay, doesn't kill the rocket artillery or the spear thrower, so I can still get that rocket chain. Sparky in the rage? No. What? I thought Sparky was gonna wrap around, I don't know why. Oh, no, we messed up, second attack. Ah! Oh, hard base. No. No. I think if you clean up the first hit a little bit more, this probably works. But yeah, it was a good first try. This is an internet base, so you probably want to have like a plan for it going in. PF is dying, so do peek on Sen 15 quick. Tough, close. It would have been sick if we got this. Alright, let's try Sen 15. Just cause it's pink frogs. Why is it dying though? What happened? Sen Credega peak. Is Credega Portuguese or wherever pink frogs is from? There's a fun word if that's actually a word. Alright, we can do barb minions. What happened? You took away our main raider? Oh, part of the Keihaku. Credega equals do. Equals Hindi. Okay. Is it rage or is it haste? I think it's probably rage, even though you can't cover the peak with this rage. The damage boost seems kind of important here. Then we have to use some troops over there. We'll have no giants for the Sparky. Is that a problem? We'll find out. Let's first minion these giants. And you should definitely freeze the blast bow. But what else can you hit? Can you hit the Inferno? I think you can. At least one of them. The blast bow is super annoying when your Sparky isn't hasted up and it's slow moving through the defenses. Frost makes it a lot more manageable. This new dragon targeting sucks, so I've been just starting with a ram to help out. I used to never use a ram like that. Oh my goodness. My eye dragon. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. Okay, we can barb here. You're chosen to quit BS and return to PF ASAP. Mr. Jongra. Have you seen what Spike has been doing over at Balloon Skies? I don't even think Pink Frogs can survive his reign of terror. Blackwing may have been the cultural icon like Jordan was, but Spike's longevity, his production in the world of running it down, knows no competitor. Okay. Okay, one more shot, one more shot, one more shot, one more shot. This is why we brought the rage. Yes! We can barb out here. Ooh, if that rage could have been a tiny bit deeper, it couldn't have been because of the blast, but we need to cover that. We could have covered the peak though. That's the reason he was sent into BS. He did his work greatly. So you're telling me, once he comes back to Pink Frogs, he's going to absolutely smurf in the raid weekend. 19 peak 2 shots, clean up every single non-default. Is that what you're claiming? Alright, we can send the Sparky into the rage into this Inferno. 4 wizards. Frost on this rocket artillery might be needed. It's hard to get a successful wizard bomb if you don't frost that up. Great card post is a little bit annoying. Once the Sparky shoots on this Inferno, it's actually going to open up these walls, which I don't like, because then that's going to send Sparky into the peak pretty early on. Is that a problem? It might be, so we're just going to send Sparky at an angle to where she'll go to the peak immediately. And I think I won't. Actually, I can just lock down the rocket artillery with graveyards if we want to. It's an option. I don't know what else I'm going to do with my spells. Let's do this. And we'll try to tank the mortars, rocket artillery with graveyards. Normally you don't want to tank mortars with graveyards, but because we're using wizards, they can actually kill the wizards pretty quickly. So it's probably worth it. Alright, let's do this. Let's just double graveyard early and try to do it away from the wizard tower and this bomb tower, because we want to tank very specific defenses. This is the purpose of graveyard spell. If you want to know where to drop it, you want to drop it to tank the defenses you want to tank, regardless of what they are. Okay. Should have angled the Rage more to the right so I could have covered the Tesla. But as long as we got the Wizard Bomb off, we're pretty happy. Oh wait, no, Sparky even goes left. You know what? We're good. We're good. Sparky Rage knows better than I do, apparently. Ooh, Sparky goes for Tesla? Nice. Oh no, goes for Spear. Same thing. Guess we could have brought minions. I was thinking we needed more ramps than we actually did. Bar chip down the Wizard Tower. Looking good, looking good. Wait, we have to be a little bit careful with time, actually. We only have rams. This is awkward. Can those barbs ship down the bomb tower? I think they do. Okay. We don't want to damage the Wizard Tower, so I dropped the ram towards the left to try to not connect with the wall in front of the Wizard Tower, because we want the Sparky to get 2 chains. Oh wait, the Tesla was low because of the Wizards from earlier. Scratch that. Sen's just yapping now, just to fill the space. Everything he's saying is wrong. Sparky, why? Alright, and then Sparky should have enough time to go all the way over. Perfect. Perfect. All part of the plan. How many accounts was Ein doing at Pink Frogs, though? I think this is normal for Pink Frogs, being around 25 accounts on Sunday. Pink Frogs used to be a last-minute clan with like 200 hits at around this time. So what I'm seeing is, now that Ein is gone, you guys are finishing quicker. Just saying. You can thank Sen for this. All part of Sen's plan. No minions for card section? Yeah, I should have brought them, to be honest. I was just worried I wouldn't have enough tanking, and then I realized after the peak bomb I needed absolutely no tanking. Am I in the right clan? Bro's trying to sneak one over me, huh? Wait, is he? Let me see. He's trying to sneak one over me. No, 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 no. Alright, Sen 18-9. Last hit. Do 10 this time? 10 accounts? No way. Not at Pink Frogs. Listen, when you play at Pink Frogs, your skills rot away. Wow, they finish raid weekend quick. If you're on your last raid, you want to be maximizing your gold per hit and not finishing off districts that are already low. So big candidates are usually Goblin Mines, which looks like the best. This Builder's Workshop looks almost default, but that's very ugly to hit. This has a blast bow here. You can balloon on this spear and get the entire top side with a zap. So we just want to have as big of a hit as we can. We're obviously not one-shotting this, but that is not the goal here. Any attack that gets a lot of gold is good. Yo, Sen, how much do you think a level 14 clan would... I'm not going to discuss stuff that's against terms of service, and I'm not the person to ask for that anyways. Out of... He distracted me. He distracted me with stupid questions. Okay, that normally have my Sparky in my first position. Alright. I guess we're not zapping the top side, huh? But like, I didn't... Listen, I never paid attention to a clan's level ever since the system for leveling released. I know that people sell them on like black markets, but I don't know why people would pay for a leveled up clan. Because for Clan Capital, the only thing you needed is a level 2 clan, which is what Balloon Skies did, so we just had to wage 3 wars, and we were done. Past that, I think level 10 gives you +2 levels on your donations. And then after level 10, I don't think you get anything besides some cooler banners, I guess. Alright. For real, sell CG on the side. Okay, so I know that there's one player who's well known for botting in Clan Capital. I'm not gonna say his name. He's like Voldemort to Supercell, I would assume. But I don't think he makes much money. Like, brother is selling Capital Gold at penny rates. I think he just does it for the love of the game. Like, I think him running his bots is costing him more than he's making in profits. Because Capital Gold is like piss cheap. Wait, my screen froze. Yeah, sometimes happens on my iPad. I can't click anything. I don't need to know about the news. Wait, hold on. Okay, we're back. Alright, let's go over to... Did anyone else ping? Think we're good. Think we're good for now. Apple sucks. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes my screen, it only allows me to hit like the home button and the power button or the sleep button, but it doesn't let me click anything. So I hope that doesn't happen to me in the middle of an attack, because if that happens, oh my goodness, it's gonna be sad. But here's the thing. Even if you skip your attack in Clan Capital, if you still hit cap, it's fine. What isn't fine is what Spike did, which is missing an attack. You always have to do 300 hits, even if you don't drop any troops on one of the hits. He's not living that one down. I won't let him. His bot's been making the streams lag lately. Wait, is his business over though? 'Cause they nerfed the hell out of his bots either last week or 2 weeks ago at this point. Has he figured out a way to keep his bots going? Or did Supercell finally take him out? The Chinese 10x miner spamming god. Spamming with 400,000 devices at once. Huh. Well, we have our miners alive. He says as one dies. Darn it, if I just zapped on the left, we would have gotten that post. I was hoping we didn't need to do that. Yeah, this is just too high level. We don't get this. Come on, who's that guy? Say his name. His name is Ikaros. Ikaros. I think it's fine to say his name. He's like the guy who runs all those Chinese bot accounts that enters random open clans and has been terrorizing the raid weekend. Supercell fought back against him by implementing the change where if you join an open clan during the raid weekend, you can't just attack there. So I think... Wait a minute. I just realized... If Ikaros just joins those clans on Friday... Like, isn't he fine? Like, just before the raid weekend starts, he joins a ton of clans. I think he can still make that system work, right? Oh wait, but then that doesn't work because the clans can kick him out before starting the raid weekend. Is it really just one person? I don't think it's just one person, but one person's responsible for like... I think it's like 600,000 accounts, which is a lot of them. And he's the person that drives the costs of capital gold down on the black market. Like, the man single-handedly owns, I swear to God, half of the world's Town Hall 6s, as well as controls the costs of capital gold on the black market. He's powerful. He's a robber baron. He's what Rockefeller used to be, but in clan capital. Anyone who wants to start their own bot farm, they have to go through him. Pay their dues. Alright, we do this. Actually, I think we're just gonna barrel left. Split archers, this. And this. Oh, was that a 750? I wasn't even paying attention. We can do push-ups afterwards. I have manually made 32 Town Hall 6 accounts in the last 2 days. I think the record for human-made Town Hall 6 accounts, so like obviously he didn't even make those 500k accounts on his own. He probably has some sort of bot system to farm the first couple of Town Hall levels. But I think the record for human-made Town Hall 6s is still held by Arbot the Legend. He has 501 Town Hall 6s, if I remember correctly. Bro spent the better part of 2 weeks just making Town Hall 6s. Brain is so rotted by the tutorial of Clash of Clans that I don't think he even plays the game anymore. 500, I've been told, yeah. No one will ever come close to his record, I think. What's the most in one sitting? What do you qualify as one sitting? Because he made them all during a single event. The chess event. The famous chess event where you got like a 2 million gold voucher or whatever it was. That was the best time to make Town Hall 6s in Clash of Clans history. Our bot is made by bots, I guess. Lurin had 300 non-bot accounts, if I recall correctly. Yeah, like, once you reach the 100 mark or so, when it comes to accounts, you don't ever play them. I think Pro Mario has like 130. I don't think he's ever played 100 even. The only players that play 100 accounts are like the lunatics. The generational lunatics. Red Pink used to play 100, do 2 full solos. Who else was crazy? I mean, Eric was... Not Clash with Eric, but Eric was like a famous solo player. He used to play 50. Like, once you reach like the 50-ish mark, you're entering territory that not many people are insane enough to mimic. Man, this is... I don't know the easiest way to kill this, but let's just do this. I plan to do solo clan raids from CH0, which is why I've made so many. I'm just warning you. There's been a lot of people who have thought that that was a good idea in the past, but they all get pretty burnt out. 50 accounts might not sound like a lot at the start, but doing that week in, week out, it's a lot. Like, even with minor spam, it's a lot. You might think that half your accounts are 10-second force quits, but it'll still take the better part of a day to play out a clan. And that's only speaking CH10. At like CH7, there's no good force quit strats. You're gonna have to grind through the most dragged out Capital Hall level in Clan Capital, all on your lonesome every week. And it's brutal playing down there, I'll tell you. You got burnt out with 15, yeah. Like, I play, including the stream accounts, probably like 40 a week. And even that's a lot. Although I do a lot of more difficult attacks where I can't force quit. But like, I'm one of the most in the current game. It's 300 attacks, like click attack button 300 times as hard. Yeah, like you don't feel it at the start. Like maybe your first couple of weeks soloing CH10 is like, oh, that's not too bad, you know? I can force quit that. But just a warning, there's not a single person that hasn't gone burnt out by that within a couple of months. And that's just CH10. But see, that's why I want to do it, because like, if it's bad, maybe I can gain traction and tell SC to fix their CD progression, because my friend's been doing raids for 8 months and his clan is still only CH7. I will say, the progression at the start is pretty rough. The way people usually do it is they'll just go to a CH10. Like, if you're being serious and you want to progress fast, you just go to a CH10 and pull gold from there. But then once you reach like 2k upgrades, CH10, maxed out offense, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, any gold you make only goes towards defenses, which really don't impact anything. So you just have to get to that CH10 maxed offense mark, and then you're good. You win the game. The world is your oyster. You gotta farm your gold elsewhere. Yeah, that's what most people in our Discord do, but of course the general player base still has to trudge through the lower CH levels. Although I will say, I haven't played the lower CH levels in a while. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Because the meta down there is like the same as it's ever been, right? With Rocket Balloon Zap. Brings a tear to my eye. Just play AI3. That's the other way. If you win a clan capital tournament or perform well, you get max clans from that as well. Although I've never gotten a clan of my own yet. I have Balloon Moon, but I think I lost leadership there. So I don't know what happened to all the clans I probably should have gotten. But I'm a broke lad. There are some barons in Clan Capital who own multiple max clans, while the rest of the world is suffering through CH5. Clan Capital really is a microcosm of the real world. The rich get richer. You want to experience the suffering? I've heard that many a times as well. Alright, let's get that dragon kill. Let's get that bomb tower. Do we get the spear? No, we don't. Oh, yes we do. And then I usually don't like to finish off the space with miners. We'll just go with a responsible golem finish as well. Also saying you should do some low stage attacks. I actually don't know what the meta is. I just spam barbs. Maybe I'll give that a try. I don't know, I feel like most people on this stream, they don't like watching low CH hits. Oh, we can do that if there is some demand. Like, I wouldn't do it for a long time. I might do a couple of hits on a stream, because I haven't played it in a very long time, I will say. So it might be worth experiencing what the peasants without Sparky have to go through. You know those CEOs of like those fast food joints who come down from the skies to grace their employees with a day of undercover boss? That's what it's gonna be like when I come down to CH3. Absolutely smurf on everyone. Then I'll pull down the beard, the disguise. It was Sen this whole time. As he flexes on CH2s who haven't even unlocked the giant cannon yet. Okay, we can hog rider here. Barb here. How do you be a Supercell employee for real? I can ask the dude in my closet. The CC guy who's been stuck there for the past couple of years. Maybe he'll have an idea if you want to get employed by Supercell. Whatever Supercell has been asking of the Clan Capital guy for the past couple of years, he's either not been doing it, or his job responsibilities are so light that he practically has to do nothing to stay employed. You're one of the top guys in Capital, so guess life is tougher at the top. I mean, it's tougher in any discipline, right? Oh wait, wrong one. You're the dude in the closet. Spike, I've already warned you. I've already warned you at the start of yesterday's stream. I have an abundance of dirt on you this week. You don't mess with Sen. He's got all the blackmail material. He can end you at the click of a button. On a whim. Do you want an Eye Dragon District Hall? No, probably not. Don't really need Rams here. Goss informed us the community manager said nothing playing for CC for now. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. I've said this before, I'll say it again. As much as Clan Capital could use an update, and probably needs an update, the meta is in a pretty decent state. Like, I wouldn't want Supercell to update Clan Capital and break everything, you know? Okay, that was not it. Like, if they want to update it, I want them to do a good update. Right now, Clan Capital is perfectly balanced. New players have minor spam. Competitive players have a really balanced game mode at the very top. So, although I would absolutely love an update, and we do need an update, we aren't like Builder Base. No matter what happens, I can always fall back on the idea that Builder Base sucks harder. It's great. You know how when you're having a bad day, you can just look towards someone who's more unfortunate than you and it just makes you feel better? That's what Clan Capital is to Builder Base. Like, yeah, we haven't gotten an update in 3 years. Yeah, that sucks. Life could be better. Builder Base. Builder Base. Builder Base. Builder Base. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Send 20 DC, sure, we'll head over there. Alright, well, we can probably just minor spam finish this. Yeah. Wait, send 15 peak again? Man, they were fast. Hello, Sen. Tips on reaching Clan Capital leaderboards. Our friend suggested me your strategy, but it's not legit. For reaching the Clan Capital leaderboard, let me see where the leaderboard is at. I would say start with just minor spamming everything. You have to do all 300 hits each week. Be CH10 with maxed offense, and then you can probably minor spam your way to leaderboard, if that's all you need. And then if you want to get better and rise on the leaderboard, like, minor spam will get you top 200, I believe. Unless something major has changed. And then after that, you'll have to learn maybe some Sparky and then some default one-shots. And that'll get you pretty high. Like 6k trophy level. Okay, I don't want to watch that there. So hard for Builder Base at 5,300 trophies. I don't know what the Builder Base meta is. Let me see the Clan Capital top clans. So it looks like they're all concentrated at 5,500. Yeah, 5,500 is around minor spam territory. go over to Sen 20 and then 15. I would just say first do 300 attacks, minor spam each week. You basically just have to do your attacks each week and make sure that you're not doing anything stupid like, you know, 25 archer, 7 zap, stuff like that. But after that, you can get away with just going minor spam, and then as you rise on the leaderboard, you can learn some more complicated hits, like some basic Sparky, golems, and then go on the Discord server to practice some of the default one-shots, which will greatly impact your score at the start. That is genuine advice from Sen. Like, it's not that hard to get on the leaderboard. What skills are 6.1k then, and 6.2, 6.3, 6.4? 6.1k is, I think it's around 1650, like 1.65 million loot per week. You can still get to 1.65, so 6.1k with just 2 shots and default 1 shots. You don't need to be good at peaks or non-defaults. 6.2 is like 1.7 million gold per week. So like same deal, I think. And then 6.3, you have to learn some peaks. Probably internet peaks will cover you. 6.4, obviously, that's Balloon Skies. You have to be good at everything. Top tier everything. Clan Capital is pretty straightforward up until around 6.2k. After that, you have to learn some really difficult hits. That's what's nice about this game mode. It's pretty chill. If you just want to be on like the leaderboard, and especially local leaderboards are pretty easy to dominate. You just have to commit a little bit each weekend and you'll be good. Just a little bit of time each week. It sucks when your Sparky's on a blast bill like this, because she doesn't splash anything very well. Okay, but she'll get 1 shot on the spear, that's good. Up to 6.2k, it's pretty easy. Yeah, up to 6.2, which is around 1.7 million. You just need to do defaults and 2 shots on regular districts. Once you reach like 6.3, 6.4, you have to learn peak 2 shots at a pretty high level. And that's when it becomes really difficult. Maybe we want to hit Dragon Cliffs once? Nah, we'll just finish up DC. With our last hit. Does miner work here? It's a little bit ugly for miners when there's so many high HP buildings. This is weird. This base is weird. Let's just go and finish this. Nah, Sparky, finish this. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard on this. This should be an easy finish, but it is harder than it looks. No! Oh no. Okay, zap worked. Okay, we almost griefed that. Good thing we're Sen, we never make mistakes here. I think Sparky goes for this. Oh no, she goes middle. Well, let's frost it up. Okay, Sparky, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. We should have just minor spammed this. Who told me to not minor spam this? Sparky, Why? Why? Okay. Who made me do this? I want names. I want names to faces. Okay, we're good. Barbier. Now Sparky almost missed the haste. So I dropped the haste like that to avoid hasting the ram. You usually don't want to haste your rams if possible, because then they connect to the buildings faster. And you want them to stay in the ram form for longer so they can tank. Yeah, this was not the way to go in this space. We could have just minored this. What am I doing? Good morning, Crops. Lucky to have you today. I'm not answering that. Because I don't know. Let's go to Pink Frogs. See where Pink Frogs got. They're on raid 10 right now. Oh, right, is this base? Oh, no. I think it might be an internet base, but I've not done well versus this. I think I usually go like a haste Sparky. Let's try our best. We'll do one hit and then see from there. Sometimes it's worth just giving it a go a little bit, and then if it doesn't work, we can leave it to someone else to clean up our mess. You know, chat, the best way to deal with your messes is have someone else clean up for you. That's what I've learned in my 23 years being on this earth. Coming on to 24 years. If you just make your problems someone else to deal with, your problems are much simpler to deal with. You know what I mean? Alright, first we pull out this dragon. Barb here. Two Barb's Eye Dragon is a lot to commit, but... Oh no, there's a zap. No, don't hit my Sparky. Okay, there wasn't another zap, it was just one zap over there. Okay, wait. Sparky get outside of range of the rocket artillery, I think, yes. Wait, why does Sparky take that angle? Why does she go in? Is that a problem? She wraps back in, right? Yeah, she does. We need to keep that giant alive, if possible. Next giant is in. Do we get the blast bow? If we get the left blast bow, it's so good. We did not play this well. If we just played this well, we were fine. Oh, if we just played that a little bit better. Ouch. Still not terrible. But this could have been much better than we got. I take responsibility for this. We could have done this better. I think you frost here, then double graveyard. If you graveyard on top of the rocket artillery, you can lock down the blast bow as well as start chipping down on the left. One graveyard here, frost here, right? Cannon card is nasty over there. I don't have a great way to deal with that, but you know, that is sometimes life. All right, we're gonna have two hogs here. We're gonna have an eye dragon for the peak. We're gonna do frost double graveyard, Sparky, something like this. You do need quite a few barbs because of the giants as well as the cart. We can graveyards. Maybe it's even a triple graveyard angle. If you're gonna go one, why not go three, huh? As they say. Let's try it. It's mod? Yeah, I think I've seen this base before, but this one doesn't look like the one I remember. I don't remember the blast bow compartments being like this. Yeah, it is familiar, this setup. So we drop the ram to line up with the giants. Let's drop our graveyards. And now we got the giants to die. So you saw I dropped the first ram to hold the giants in place in front of that cannon. And so we got the first splash, and then the second splash kills them. Let's hawk here. Barb here. Okay. Ouch. Ah, there's so many zaps. Why? Oh, and the Inferno Dragon got cooked. No. Think it's Jover. No. Sparky. Oh. The good guys don't always win, chat. Sometimes the villain pushes your head into the toilet and starts Fortnite dancing on you. It's so tragic. Sometimes the villains get the last laugh. And I forgot to do push-ups earlier, so we can do 20 now. It's time to pay our dues to the push-up gods. I bequeath you 2 750s. Okay, let's do Sin 21. Alright, let's first see what the next clan at Pink Frogs is, though. Well, we're not touching any of these. Let's go over to Sin 16. Or 21. Which one was it? Sin 21. Oof. This one's rough. So you can pull this dragon out really far. So we're going to do that. There's a lot of ground targeting defenses, but you can't really exploit that very well. It might be Sparky Graveyard Angle. And the reason I'm thinking it's a Sparky Graveyard Angle is there's two blast bows here. We can send Sparky to take out this rocket artillery mortar. She'll go over to the bomb tower other mortar. And then after these are all down, graveyards can completely lock down these blast bows. We put one on the giant cannon here and like one over here. Think it's pretty decent. At least I don't see anything else that's better. So why not give it a shot? Why not? Sometimes when you don't have any good options, you gotta look at what's your best. I think Sparky Haste Graveyard makes a lot of sense here. Since we're able to take out the splash defenses so early on, it just visually looks correct to me to go graveyards. Now this dragon pull isn't the easiest, but it should be doable, yes. Ooh, they get that hut. Now we barb here, that pulls the dragon out super far. Okay, we get the kill. It was a little bit awkward. We caught what we came for, and then we can do... Wait for that giant to go down. Haste here. Sparky on the rocket artillery. Ooh, I wanted to barb to pull the rocket shell first, so we could tank a little bit, but didn't work. Would have been neat, but we don't quite get it. Oh, ow. Really? Random Tesla pops there. Ouch. That Tesla just costed like half of my Sparky HP. That's unlucky. Okay. And now Sparky goes over there. Why? How have I wronged you in a different lifetime, Sparky? Why? Alright, it's gonna be a tough finish. Is it even possible? Yeah, that Tesla, if we knew that Tesla was there, we could have pulled it with a ram and then we could have chained it off of the rocket artillery, but that did not. That didn't pan out, huh? At least we have the graveyard still down. They're still pretty well placed. I was really hoping the Sparky would go left and take out the blast bows, but sometimes she has a mind of her own, and it's going to be a very awkward base to finish. Is it even possible? We'll try our best. We have to Frost here. We're just gonna go another Graveyard, to be honest. Graveyards are just good versus this base. There's only one Wizard Tower left that can really cook the Larrys. So it just looks visually good. Probably having minions on the left. Let's try it. New peak wizard son. Did someone get 15? Who got 15? It's about to be 16 then. It's about to be 16 soon. If someone actually hit. Ouch. Man, those Blaspos have so much HP. Why? We're gonna let Sparky get 2 shots versus this Blaspo. Man, why is she getting hit by every single stupid shot by the Blaspo? Alright, I saw that zap and then I just panic dropped another ram, so the Giant Cannon wouldn't lock. Normally I let Giant Cannons lock onto my Sparky, but I don't know if I can get away with that here. Giant's dealing with the little cannon there on the other side. Barb chip down the Wizard Tower, please. Might as well minions here. No! I think we're gonna have just not enough. The Larrys are pretty good though, to be fair. But Sparky dies to the next shot because of that stupid spear. No. No. Wait, is this push-ups as well? Wait, this is close. There's not many air defenses left, but there's a Rapid Rocket that's about to ruin my day, and a Crusher that is frying my Larrys right now. Oh, that Peak Shell hit the minions? No. Okay, we have to time this perfectly, by the way. Okay, that was not perfect. No! Please, take it out! No! Ah! Oh, there's a bomb anyways, didn't matter. So close. What does Peak Wizard signify? Amount of Peak 2 shots done in a week. Yeah, you need 15. If you get 15 Peak 2 shots, and usually clans only have like 17 to 18 rates, so you need like a 15 out of 18 hit rate for a top clan to have a chance. Alright, it's push-up time. Oh, we have to finish this, actually. We kind of griefed too hard. I don't know what's the best way to 750 this, but let's just quickly get our bonus attack. So, Spike, are you watching this? This is what you're supposed to do when you're at 4 out of 5. The way you get your bonus attack, which some players at the #1 clan don't know how to do, is you need to finish off a base, which is surprising for some. It's news, but there you go, Spike. Don't know what you're talking about? I'm not saying that in reference to any incidents. I'm just saying that as good general knowledge to have. So Spike, in the future, if that ever comes up and is relevant, I'm providing you the blueprint of what to do. Did I get pinged for Sen 16? Let's see it. It's unrelated to any, you know, past incidents. Just so you know in the future. I feel like I've seen this base before. It's kind of annoying. They spaced everything like 2 tiles apart here. Alright, I think you Frost here. Maybe you Eye Dragon the cannon at the start. I don't like sending a Sparky here. For the fact that Sparky goes here to this cannon and then goes in the middle and it's cooked. I want to start Sparky on this multi-cannon if possible. I think that is the play. And then you can rage in the middle. Hopefully you can get the dragon kill, but I'm not confident with as many air defenses as there are around. But we'll bring another Eye Dragon in case we can make it happen. Alright. Why aren't you donating to the treasury? Okay, we can try donating to the treasury for once. I don't know what it is or how to do it. I just know that it does nothing. Oh my gosh, double zap. Okay, we need to kill the second cannon. Please kill the second cannon. Please, 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 please don't let the rocket artillery stop you. Okay. Don't let one silly rocket artillery stop you from achieving your dreams. Really? Blast bow shot. Okay. We're gonna rage on the mortar to kill the Tesla. Okay. Ooh, wait. I think we can actually kill the dragon with this. We're not gonna get... Okay, so Dragon in the cart needs to stop stacking together. But I think I can kill both, maybe. Yes, we can. Okay. Getting both the cart and the dragon is great. With our last Bard, we can pull the last 2 zaps, which are here, but I don't think that's necessary. I think we're better off just using this Barb to clear trash, because you saw there was 2 zaps here, there was 1 zap in the middle, on peak there's 5 zaps. I'm guessing the last 2 zaps are symmetrical on the base, so they're going to be right there and there. We're looking very good though. It says 8k left, Inferno Tower's low, cart isn't even alive anymore. If we drop a Sparky on the air bombs, it will finish off the Inferno Tower. The air bombs is full, so... Oh wait, no. Air bombs, we can actually almost one-shot that too. Question though, do we want to go like 3 wizards to chain the giants as well as the other Inferno? I think that's not bad. If I just shop around my Sparky and just kill all the air defenses at the edge of the base, I can just finish off with minions in the middle. I don't think there's going to be any traps, and the minions don't get hit by zaps. I think that's the play. You don't even have to finish off the multi-cannon at the end. We can just send Sparky all the way left, kill all the air defenses, and then minions can sweep. Sounds like a plan. So we're not gonna bring as many rams and bring a couple more giants. Like this. I think we're cooking here. Are we cooking a fine dish or are we cooking flames? That's a question for another day, but we are cooking. We might be cooking hot trash, but you know, let's try it. Wait, where was the Tesla on the base? Tesla was here. So, yeah, I think it should be still fine. If the Tesla is on the other side like that as well. So we're going to start with a Rage here. This Rage is mainly for the wizards and speeding up Sparky. Then we'll drop a barb like this to tank the first peak shell. I drop that barb on the right building and then it'll go left and then in. And that should open up the map for deployment towards the peak. I dropped one wizard to test for any giant bombs, and there was one. Zap to slow down the peak a little bit. Wizards will stay alive to tank continuously. Trickle rams that angle. To tank the blast bow. You saw my deployment zone wasn't opened up from the left side, so I had to send those rams early so they can make it in time. This whole sending Sparky on the outside plane isn't working, but you know what? If we can get the job done with Sparky in the middle, that works too. I think Sparky finally wraps around, although she's taken so much damage. Yikes. That one Tesla pulled me in. But yeah, Sparky finally wraps around, and that last shot versus the Rapid Rocket, if it happens, no. That last shot versus the Spear Thrower, I meant, will clean up the last air defenses in the space. GG. Oh wait! There were air bombs! No, wait, pause. Hold on. I didn't sign up for this. But we have enough troops, I think. Okay, there was a lot of air bombs actually. Okay. Okay, good thing we didn't do any force quit shenanigans. Oh my gosh. Alright, we pulled those zaps as well. They were ready. They were ready for the send minions. Alright, let's try donating to the treasury. How do you do it? Let's first see their next clan, and then we'll try playing around with the treasury. I have not even tried the feature. People told me it was useless, and then I didn't bother with it. Go to your peak and click the DH. Your clan has completed every upgrade in clan capital. Contribute extra capital gold to the clan capital treasury to increase your reputation until more upgrades are available. So it's just useless. Is there a treasury leaderboard or not? Let's first go to Balloon Skies before I do Send 22. Has anyone contributed to the Balloon Skies treasury? Let's just keep it at 0. Alright. Apparently there was a Wizard Valley incident. Oh my god. Spike is on a generational run, I tell you what. He is on a generational run. You know, not many people are capable of what Spike is doing at Balloon Skies right now. You can't even Golem right side, which is what I normally do versus this base. Spike, what am I gonna do with you? This is generational, what he's doing to Balloon Skies. It's merciless, I tell you what. He's taking no prisoners on his warpath. Yuck, 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 yuck. I got all the other ones though. All the other ones don't matter half as much as a single Wizard Valley. You know that, I know that, we all know that. Just because you can take out the easy bases doesn't mean you can take out Wizard Valley. Alright. We had to bring a jump here for the river, otherwise this was cooked. Oh shoot, there's Teslas in the corner. Oh my gosh. Spike is about to be banned from max bases for eternity. Oh gosh. Okay, this is chopped. This is full cooked. We're cooked. Chat, we're cooked. Guess we should have just gone graveyard spam. Oh, if those Teslas were dead. Oh my god. Alright, Spike, you're not hitting another max base this week. Oh god. No! Sparky, don't do it! No! I guess it was probably a graveyard spam angle. Although that was hard. You didn't have good spells for graveyard. Maybe it was just Golem. Maybe just Golem right side was the plan. Spike, 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 spike. You are not touching another maxed base this week. I don't want to see another one. Let's zap here. Sen sold that so hard, my bad. That was all me. Man, this week we got ran down. It's fried. It's deep fried. All right, we're gonna do our classic Sparky angle versus the space, which is just Sparky right side. And it'll probably work. A lot of ruins on the outside, so I think we're set up to do a very simple Sparky graveyard frost versus the space. So we'll do a frost here. Wait for the minions to take out the giants. Actually, do I want to wait for that? Yeah, I think it's fine to wait for that. One thing you have to consider when you're doing a Sparky Pinata is you might not have enough time at the end if you don't start Sparky early. So in this case, I think Sparky dies quick enough to where it's not an issue. We can wait for the Giants to go down. Wait, this dragon. How are we gonna deal with this? Please, Dragon, be good to me. Okay, good enough. We can do a ram here. We're not gonna wait for the Sparky to beat through the wall. Do need to be a little bit conscientious about time, like I said. We can barb on the outside to open up the map for deployment, although I don't think I'm tanking for Sparky after this anymore. Maybe just one ram. But you really need Sparky to die on this kind of attack. Barbs on the outside isn't bad. Okay, that's fine. Sparky taking damage is the whole idea. And then we have one Hog Rider to help out. The Dragon dying also gave us Aerial Harries, which was pretty bad, but it's fine. Just get in, take out as many of these extra defenses as we can. Air defense is really important because we're going to Dragon the peak. I think we're looking good. Think we're looking good. And then we can probably Rage Sparky here. Graveyards in the back for the Rocket Artillery. Dragon inside the Rage. Sparky inside the Rage, of course. And then simple finish. Yeah, it should be pretty simple. We can even let the peak lock on a Sparky early on. Well, we probably shouldn't. Rage like this. Giant far away, tank the peak. And the blast bow. Dragon inside the Rage, hopefully. You disgusting mofo. If you ever want to know who's the most disgusting criminal in the clan capital, look no further than the Inferno Dragon. No one commits crimes at the frequency and scale as Mr. Inferno Dragon. Mr. Igor the Inferno Dragon. He is a criminal. If our justice system in America wasn't so corrupt, the Dragon would have been serving multiple life sentences at this point. But he walks away from each incident a free man. 10, 15 again, sure, I'll be back. Let's see what the next clan is. Balloon Sky has not been having good matchmaking these past few weeks, although I think this week it's mainly one particular member running things down. I think this week was probably okay matchmaking. They moved the Giant Cannon. Maybe that's doable. Are these all just slightly mod? Oh, that's cooked. Oh god, I hate clans who do this. Well, that's default. That's default. That's cooked. Why do clans do this? Asking for a friend. Why would clans do something so devious? Something so evil? You know how when you see in the news some real messed up stuff going on in the world and you think to yourselves, how could someone do this? That's my feeling whenever I see someone move a rocket artillery 1 tile, which ruins any default plans. It really makes you wonder, what would beseech the mind to calculate such a devious move? The world may never know. The world may never know. Alright, let's do this. Minions at the bottom side. Do we want to do a Frost and the Blasto? Probably. And then slowly work our way inside. It's kind of rough, this base. But if we can kill the ruins on the outside, get a decent rage on the peak, first hit, I think we'll be looking okay. Hopefully we'll be looking okay. Alright. Lock in. Lean forward in the chair. Minions the giant. Frost. Ziblespo. Slowly but surely, those minions will take him out, and then we can start with our Sparky. We'll have to do some multitasking here. The reason I want to start with Sparky is because I want to get those barbs in. And the reason I want to get those barbs in is because I want to maybe keep those minions alive. Maybe we could have just let the minions die. We weren't quick enough anyways. Bro, these Teslas are horrible. Why? Why have you done this with your Teslas? We can't use a giant here. Okay, we get a last shot on the spear, which is nice. I think Bard pulls a giant bomb there. Okay, that's good as well. Oh no. I really don't like you, iDragon. I really dislike... Where's the judge who will put the iDragon behind bars when you need him? iDragon is testing the limits of my patience. Also, this is gonna be a hard finish. This is Denge. These Teslas kinda cooked me. I think we have to archers here. Hopefully you can take out both Teslas. This is just an easy 10k finish, you know? Just a simple 10k capital gold in one attack kind of attack. Sound good? Yeah. Alright, just checking we have our bonus attack. Now that I've made fun of Spike so much this week, I have to be extra on guard. If I mess up the same way, my career is gonna end. So I have to be a little bit careful. If you're bullying someone, you have to make sure you're not about to commit the same offense as them. Bullying 101 with Sen. Let's try this. Let's go with a Frost. Right here. Archers. Okay, archers do get both Teslas, that's good. Okay, wizards are outside of range of the left, rocket artillery, which is good. Man, why are these chains so awkward? Oh, it's cooked. Chat, it's cooked. It's full cooked. Chat, why? Why does bad things happen to good people? Yeah, this is a hard base. It looked a lot easier than it was. It looked a lot easier than it was. I don't think I played the first attack that badly, but we got wrecked on the Teslas on the flank. Teslas are a nasty defense in the clan capital. Let's go over to Sen 14. We'll do 14 and then balloons, guys. So they want me to finish up the DC. Sunyan. DC isn't cleared. I mean, I'll just hit the DC and then the peak. Should be fine. I'll show you my immaculate DC finishing skills. I'm known for finishing. Forget I said that. Miners are splitting. Dragons are not going to catch up. Heal here. And what does Sunyan mean? One hit was done by Spike. And then just use the barbs to pull out the last dragon, and you're good. It's a meme? What does it mean? Is Sunyan like the new 6-7? Sun's the best in the game when it comes to minor finishes. Have you heard of the Sun meme? You mean like when, like in sports, when someone keeps beating the same team, they get called like the father of the team, or like that team is the son of the other team? Is that what you mean? Like when someone's like so dominant? Other than that, I don't know. What is this base? Oh my gosh. Who drafts such a devious base? Who would concoct such a thing? You minions left. Star Sparky here. You can't even donut that easily. Alright, we'll try our best. Minions, couple of giants. We'll bring one-eyed dragon for funsies. Let's go. Not gonna lie, it's hard to explain. Now I'm trying. It's brain rot. Yeah. What is it with modern memes? They're like so brain rot. I feel like an old man when I say this, but back in my days, our memes took thought and creativity. Has AI just rotted our next generation of meme creators that now all we have is 6, 7, and Sunyin? That's just sad, man. Humanity is moving to a time and place where memes are the lowest form of culture. It's sad. Back in my day, we had high IQ memes like 21 and Free Shavakadu. Something like that. It's one of those words that can't easily be replaced, I see. Okay, so Tesla pops on the left. Maybe there's the same thing on the right, but that one on the right isn't Wizard or isn't Sparky chainable, so we're just gonna chip it down with a barb here. Barb, try to chip down this multi-cannon. We're having to do a lot of barb chipping down here. Chip down that wizard tower. Eye dragon here on the Tesla. I brought the eye dragon for this purpose to like kill the multi-cannon after my Sparky skips it, but I didn't even think there was gonna be a Tesla there. It worked out even better. So Sparky gets shot once by the peak, which is fine, and then we'll zap the next shot. Rage here. Ooh, eye dragon doesn't quite get the wizard tower. Ooh, I shouldn't have barbed that. My bad. But it's fine. No, Sparky. Wait, Sparky! 1 HP Sparky dodges the mortar shells. Oh, and then the blast foot hits the random barb. Oh, Sparky almost got that next shot too. That'd have been sick. That'd have been sick. Decent first hit, although this is not the simplest finish. Chat, I know what you're about to say. After what happened last stream, what happened yesterday with Graveyard Wizard Hogs. But I think it's the play. Hear me out. Hear me out here. I have a vision. This base, we're at 46%. I think Graveyard Wizard Hogs can get 54% here. Just hear me out. Hear me out. I think it's right. I think if we do this attack, we'll get it. Do I bring an Eye Dragon for the enemy super? I don't know if I do, actually. Maybe I just don't kill it. And let's bring an Eye Dragon. I think that's a little bit too psycho. You need it for 6K? Now you're putting pressure on me. I don't like this. Alright, we're gonna Frost here just to make the dragon more manageable. Then we're gonna do the graveyards to try to pull out the enemy cart. Giant to tank the Peak and the Multi-Mortar. Wizards in. This part's the easy part. Getting the Wizard Bomb, this part's easy. What's not easy is everything after that. I think I'll eventually need to do a Hog Rider here on this Peak, so we'll just drop it now to DPS this down. Barb on this Bomb Tower, trade it off. Cart is slowly getting pulled out. Bomb hits Wizards. Ouch. Just a random bomb there. Wizards take out Cart. Hog Riders take out those defenses. I think we're looking good. We have one more Ram. Hog Rider for those defenses. We want to pull that dragon down into the Frost and not right and out of the Frost. So let's drop this last Barb quickly just to get the dragon in. And once the dragon's in the Frost, we are in the clear. Oh man. Yeah, dragons are nasty. Whoever created the dragon in the clan capital, they knew what they were doing. That thing is actually nerfed, by the way. It used to shoot faster at the start. All right. Good job, Sentinel. You know, I think that was the first time I got a GG from this chat. I think that's the first time this chat has praised me for a decent attack. We need more of you, Horus. Alright, we're done with our hits here. Let's go over to Balloon Skies. See if there's anything to hit. We need more people glazing Sen. Less people like the rest of the chat. Sen is Asian? No, he's black. If I turn off the lights, maybe my skin color will look darker. But with the lights on me, I'm fully exposed as a yellow man. Alright, this is cooked. Is there anything else to hit right now? Maybe we'll finish off Stream Clans. I don't really feel like hitting these right now. We'll try Builder's Workshop. I think ending off on a nice non-default is pretty good. Bro, my clan cap is maxed by only 30 people attack, but we still get around 1.7k medals. When it comes to clan capital medals, it doesn't matter if you finish all your hits. Medals are based on average performance, and trophies are based on total loot. For average performance, if you do one player and that player does well, then you get max medals. So you don't have to actually fill out all your attackers in that case. Alright, this is interesting, but I think I can just get away with either Giant in the middle. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Giant in the middle. Let's go with the Giant in the middle. So what's the max you can get in your level? So the maxed medals, there's a hard max in the game. I think it's I think it's like 1620 on offense and 350 on defense. So the max is 1970 if I'm correct. Although I never look at how many medals I get, so I might not be the best person to answer that question. Why did my Rams go over there? Great right here. Great right here. Okay. Work down the end. Let's kill that spear. Pulls the zap as well. Pulls double zap and opens the wall. So the reason I brought this giant is I want to be able to tank this giant cannon in the middle for my hog riders on the cannon. So we're going to giant here, hog rider on this cannon. And those hog riders, because they come in from a different angle as the giant, they're able to sneak into that giant cannon without getting splashed. The giant cannon splash is like notoriously bad in the clan capital. It only shoots in a very narrow straight line. So if you do anything that would, you know, send it shooting in a different direction, it's cooked. Alright. Does that spear go down? I think it does. Yeah. Sen looks like someone who tryhards on Valorant. So, this isn't exactly a default attack, but this is close to default. So this is like an attack that I've done many times with a couple of slight adjustments. "47 seconds, I think that's enough. The giant cannon isn't where it normally is, so we have that going for us. Do need to be a little careful on these last trips, though. Okay, we can barb here. Sparky will take out the Wizard Tower. Nice. I think that's a good place to end. I don't feel like going through this full clan. We can do the last hits off stream. How many hits do I have? 10 accounts? Yeah, I can do this off stream. Just have the boys throw away their last attacks. And just before we go, where is it? Alright, let me just sit on this screen a little bit. And then YouTube algorithm should do its thing, you know. Just gonna sit here. I'll hit send 22 just after the stream. We're just gonna wait here for a little bit. No particular reason. Just gonna doody-dee, da-dee-da. Is that enough time? Alright, I think it is. Just need the YouTube auto thumbnail generator to do its thing. And then we'll be good. But yeah, thank you all for coming out this week. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, gentlemen. Take care, lads.